welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Giselle, and Happy New Year to all you guys. I hope you had an amazing holiday season with your friends and family and are ready to conquer 2018. I know I'm super excited and motivated for 2018. A lot of big things happened towards the end of last year that really caused me to feel unmotivated and lost, if I'm being honest with you guys, but I do feel really blessed and grateful that it is a new year and I feel super refreshed. So I thought I would share for my first video my bullet journal spread and collections. Bullet journals are such a great way to stay organized and also have something aesthetically pleasing and catered to you and your style all in one book, and I think that everyone should do bullet journaling. But I know a lot of people can be hesitant when it comes to bullet journaling because they don't have the best handwriting or they think it's a lot of work, which are all things that I actually did think before I started bullet journaling. And this is actually my third bullet journal, but I thought I would start sharing them with you guys on here because I do my bullet journal a little bit differently than what most people do. I'm honestly not the best artist when it comes to drawing or doodling, and beyond that I have one of the worst handwritings I've ever seen that a human could possibly have. And for those reasons I was super hesitant and discouraged when it came to starting a bullet journal. And I feel like a lot of people do feel hesitant because they're not sure if they can keep up with the bullet journal, if they can make it aesthetically pleasing, because they also don't have the best handwriting or drawing skills like myself. So I thought I would start sharing my bullet journal with you guys and showing you how I do mine to keep it aesthetically pleasing without having to worry about the pressures of worrying about my handwriting or anything like that. So if you're like me and want to start bullet journaling this year, then stick around for the rest of the video. But before we get into the actual video, I just want to say be sure to subscribe if you've not already, because I will be doing a New Year New Me giveaway on Sunday and you don't want to miss that, because I handpicked a lot of different items that I thought would enhance your year and help you make it the best year possible. So definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the giveaway. And yeah, I think that's all for my intro. If you want some bullet journal inspiration, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, welcome to my very first bullet journal video for 2018. I've been super into the color orange lately, so I went with this orange journal from Amazon. This journal is actually the one that is commonly used and well known in the bullet journal community, so I thought I would try this one out and I absolutely love it. It has really great features, like this first page where it has a spot to put your name and address. I use a decal of my name and my city and state just because I don't really take it out of the house, so I don't think I would ever lose it. And then on this side I just decided to like decorate it with some decals as well as some inspirational little imagery. I'm not really sure what the shadow is right here, so sorry about that, but I hope you guys can still see the gist of my bullet journal. And you'll see throughout this journal that I did use decals for all my headers and most of my doodles. I find that using decals helps to keep my bullet journal look cuter and neater because my handwriting isn't cute at all, so that is the difference between other bullet journalers and how I personally do mine. A lot of them are so gifted with their handwriting and their doodling skills, and I just don't have that. And I feel like using decals is a really great time saver, and it just helps to keep mine neat, especially since I don't have nice handwriting. So moving on, another feature that I really like about this bullet journal is that it features this already set up index right here, and it also has all the pages numbered, which is so helpful. Since the index is already set up, you can just fill it out as you go. On the left side of my index, I decided to put my key. I'm not finished with it yet, but these are just the basic symbols that people usually use for their bullet journal keys, so I use them just because having the key pretty basic is really helpful and makes the journal so much easier. And I just have a little key decal here because, you know, I like a good pun. Anyways, onto the more exciting pages. My first page is what I like to call my vital 3. These are just my top 3 main goals that I have right now in my life that I'm really focusing on, and I think that identifying your vital 3 is super important so you can see on the daily if your actions reflect your top 3 goals. So I find that it's really important to just jot that down, and I have that as my first page just so I can always refer to it on the daily. And then on the left side I just had like a little decal banner thing and just wrote a little quote in there that inspired me. My next spread are my 2018 goals. I haven't finished this page yet, but this is basically the main idea. I have the header of the 2018 goals as a decal, little decal doodles here, and then I just have like my goals written around the header. I just thought it was a little different than just having it at the top of the page. So page 4 and 5 are my health goals and financial goals, where I list out my goals specific to my health and finances. Like for my health goals, I wrote down I want to eat clean and work out 4 to 5 times a week. And then on the other side, for my financial goals, I put pay off my credit card completely by October and this is just a page where I can keep track of my financial goals and my health goals, and I just can always refer back to it. And then also my financial goals page, I have good habits and bad spending habits, just so I can always keep myself in check, because I honestly do like to eat out and do have a spending problem when it comes to things that might not be necessities. So they're just little reminders of like what are good spending habits and what are bad spending habits, so I can always do things that are good to reflect my goals, if that makes sense. So page 6 are my business goals that I have for the year, and then page 7 is a list of my YouTube goals, like wanting to reach 100K by the end of the year, so help a girl out if you know what I mean. Subscribe down below. And honestly, I just really like the use of decals for the headers, because again, on my old bullet journals, when I did the headers by hand, they really looked really bad, and I'll insert like a little picture here so you can see, so you can compare for yourself how much better the decals look compared to my handwriting. Page 8 is what I call my goals and rewards wish list. I haven't finished it, but basically on the left I write down things that I want that aren't technically necessities, and since it isn't a necessity, I decided that I can only get it for myself if I accomplish the correlating goal. So basically I just write down what I want here. So basically I just write down the reward on this side and then the goal that I need to accomplish in order to get that reward. So yeah, and then once I get it, I just mark it off right in the center. Page 9 is a budget tracker. I didn't fill this page out yet because it's going to have some personal information on it, and I wanted to show you guys my header layout first before I actually put down the personal information on it. I think this is really cute, again with the decals. You guys can honestly order any custom decals down below from my shop, and they're super inexpensive, and I think it makes such a difference. So since this page isn't all that fun, it's more like technical, like numbers, I decided to make the header a little bit more fun and bold. So I did a 2-font kind of header, and then on the side I put keep the receipts because I thought it was kind of punny like that. So page 14 is a list of my favorite songs of the year that I want to refer back to later on. So if I hear a song I like on Pandora or on the radio or something, I'll just write it down here in case I want to create a playlist later in the future. And then page 15, I really love this page because I think it looks really cool with the book decals. I basically just put the book decals on the page all sporadically, and then when I come across a book that I want to read, I just write down the title in the book. I think that's super cute. It's one of my favorite pages. So page 16 is pretty basic, but I feel like it's a really nice page to have, and it's a brain dump. A brain dump is basically where you can just jot down random thoughts that you have throughout the day, and you can just refer back to it later when you have time to actually think about it. And this page is a perfect example of me trying to write a header and it looking not as good as the ones when I actually use a decal. So yeah, that is exhibit A, and you can see how poor my actual handwriting is here. But anyways, moving on to a prettier page. It's my birthdays page. I really love the font of this decal. Again, all the decals that I'm using in my bullet journal will be listed down below for you guys. Also, I can do customs for you guys as well if you guys want a specific font. Sorry for the little self-promo, but I do really believe that using decals for bullet journals is a huge game changer, and I want to share it with you guys. So yeah, anyways, this is my birthdays page. I haven't finished yet, but I just fill it in with all the birthdays of my friends and families so I can have them all written down in one spot. And those are basically all the collections I have so far before going into my monthly and daily spreads. If you want a video on that, let me know down below and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, staying until the very end of this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. And again, like I said in the intro, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell because I will be doing a giveaway on Sunday. And also hit that bell and subscribe if you don't want to miss videos like this one. And I think that's all for my outro. If all the decals that I showed in this video that I used in my bullet journal will be down in the description box for you guys, as well as a discount code. I always have a discount code down below for you guys down there. And yeah, I think that's all for my video. Like I always say in the ends of my videos, there's so much negativity in the world, so definitely be sure to only spread positivity down in the comments and of course wherever you go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.